So the most surprising news out of Republican world this week didn't come from Thursday night's debate. We were expecting scorpions in a bottle, and that's what we got. No, the bigger shock was seeing Nikki Haley, governor of South Carolina, one-time Tea Party darling, taking hits from fellow conservatives for her response to President Obama's State of the Union address 2 nights earlier. Haley's ostensible sin? Warning about the temptation in anxious times like these to follow the siren call of the angriest voices, to equate noise with results. Can't imagine who she might have had in mind. Instead, Haley suggested, how about turning down the volume and actually listening to people? Well, that's exactly the kind of advice the always loud and angries hate to hear, which is why, supposedly, the right wing went nuts. More nuts. I don't think so. That's not what bothered them the most, seems to me. Haley's even bigger transgression came even earlier in the speech when she said this: "We need to be honest with each other and with ourselves. While Democrats in Washington bear much responsibility for the problems facing America today, they do not bear it alone. There is more than enough blame to go around. We as Republicans," she said, "need to own that truth. We need to recognize our contributions to the erosion of the public trust in America's leadership. We need to accept that we've played a role in how and why our government is broken." Well, squared. A perfectly reasonable point, with the added benefit of being true from the very first night of the Obama presidency, in fact, when, you'll recall, GOP leaders came up with their strategy to oppose everything the new president proposed, even things they had once supported. Anyway, all Nikki Haley was saying was that when it comes to giving out demerits for rancor, well, the line forms on the right as well as on the left. Big mistake. The true believers need to believe. They need to hear that one party and one man, the skinny guy with the big ears and the weird name and the dark skin, is the root of all the country's problems, that they're just innocent victims. And here was Nikki Haley suggesting otherwise. You bet they were furious.